Greetings, precious viewers. I am Mila, a vegan owl parrot from New Zealand, and your host for our program, a loving tribute to Supreme Master Ching Hai by the animals, celebrating the upcoming Supreme Master Ching Hai Day on February the 22nd. The humans and animals of New Zealand wish that you always receive the blessings of the divine. My introduction would not be complete without praising the extraordinary Supreme Master Ching Hai, who works so tirelessly to protect we animals. She saves our lives and asks humans to view us through compassionate eyes, as well as honor and love us. We will acknowledge some of her past inspirational messages about animals today. May I tell you more about owl parrots, also known as kakapos? We kakapos are a good-looking bunch with green and yellow feathers, freckled with black, and can live up to 90 years of age. Amazing, right? As part of our evolutionary history, we no longer have the ability to fly. So, instead of soaring above the treetops, we hike, jog, and climb. About 700 years ago, there was a big change to our habitat, with humans and other animals moving into our areas. Unfortunately, the new inhabitants of our motherland brought us to near extinction. As of 20 years ago, our population had dwindled to around 50 individuals. Later, the kind New Zealand government designated certain islands for us to live and ensured we would have optimum conditions for survival. The government's Kakapo Recovery Program has been instrumental in our conservation management since 1995. Officials began closely monitoring our population by using radio transmitters, supplementing our food supply, and hand-raising our weakest baby chicks. Today, our population totals about 154. Although we are still an endangered species, we know that we and all other animals are being looked after by heaven's grace, and we humbly acknowledge Supreme Master Ching Hai for this blessing. Tomorrow will mark 24 years from February the 22nd, 1994, the day the governors of 6 Midwestern states in the US, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, and Wisconsin, designated February 22nd as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day by proclamation. In honor of Supreme Master Ching Hai's great spiritual contributions to our world and for her unconditional charitable deeds to help alleviate suffering across continents, a magnificent ceremony with 2,000 attendees was held in Chicago, Illinois, USA on the Proclamation Day. Representatives from each state presented Master with an official certificate of commendation signed by their respective governor. In addition, Mr. Chen Hong Kwang, Chief Secretary of the World Cultural Communication Association, and the governor's representatives jointly presented Master with the World Spiritual Leadership Award on that memorable night. Every year since, Supreme Master Ching Hai Day has been celebrated internationally with great enthusiasm. We'll now briefly pause for some constructive messages. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to a loving tribute to Supreme Master Ching Hai by the animals. I'm honoured to serve today as the spokes animal for all the animals of the world. How many animals are there globally, you ask? Scientists make their estimates based on statistical samples. Respected German evolutionary biologist Dr. Bert Holdobler once estimated that at any given time there are 10,000 trillion ants on our planet. prominent Harvard biologist, Dr. E.O. Wilson, calculated that there are about 10 quintillion insects on Earth. As reported by the website www.animals.mom.me, vegan American computer science expert and animal rights advocate Brian Tomasic has attempted to calculate the number of animals on Earth based on aggregated published scientific data. He estimates there are approximately 20 quintillion animals on our planet. Supreme Master Ching Hai has stated that both animals and humans have noble quality, NQ, loving quality, LQ, and God quality, GQ. She has said that the percentage difference between different animals and between animals and humans can be quite great. Master has explained that noble quality essentially means putting others before ourselves. For example, she said during an October 11, 2009 video conference on climate change titled Protect Our Home with LOVE, held in Taichung, Taiwan, also known as Formosa, that cows have 40% NQ, dogs 30% NQ, and geese 20% NQ. She explained the reason some animals have a higher noble quality is that they have more unconditional love. They give forth compassion from within and never harm others. Comparing these percentages to humans, Supreme Master Ching Hai said there are lots of humans with 10% NQ, yet there are still many other humans with just 3% NQ. However, Master has disclosed that a human's NQ level is not set for life and can be raised in the following 3 ways. 1. Never harm any living being. 2. Always do good to others in any situation. And 3. Keep the loving veg diet. Loving quality, or LQ, is essentially unconditional love, beyond the limited love for one's spouse or children. She teaches that we should help and love beings in need, animal or human. Master has stated many animals have higher LQ than humans, which is about 20% LQ. The following are some examples of high LQ animals. Dogs, 110% LQ. Pigs, 120% LQ. Horse, 180% LQ. Wild monkeys, 100% LQ. Elephants, 100% LQ. Whales, 300% LQ. Penguins, 200% LQ. Seals, 300% LQ. Cows, 300% LQ. Supreme Master Ching Hai has previously stated, if we keep our focus on always being loving, selfless and kind, our LQ and NQ, and even IQ, will rise up in no time. During a February 9, 2011 video conference with Supreme Master television staff in Los Angeles, California, USA, entitled God Quality and Ways a Master Helps Humanity, she explained that humans possess 100% God quality, or GQ, and this is why it is said that humans are made in the image of God. She elaborated that animals have different degrees of GQ. Dogs have the highest God quality in the animal kingdom at 65%. Whales are second highest, dolphins third, parrots fourth, and pigeons fifth. Insects, depending on species, possess between 2% and 10% GQ. It is not possible to put into words how much the animals across the globe truly appreciate and love Supreme Master Ching Hai. However, we have tried. I have the tremendous privilege of having been chosen by the animals of our world to read the following poem dedicated to her to mark Supreme Master Ching Hai Day. When wind whispered the precious news of heaven's thirst for mindfulness, the rivers splashed with gurgled glee, the sun's beams glistened endlessly, and the earth promised security. The message said, "Behold, a mandate from heaven's door. A new day extends. Love is the prevailing currency. Heaven will transform and transcend." And so Owl, who crosses both land and sea, became the servant of our many souls, representing non-human sentient beings of consciousness. Owl speaks for those. In places heaped with scorched sand dunes, to those sporting icicled eloquence, Owl's lodge. In savannah's grassy tall, to forests squeezed or urban sprawl, Owl's lodge. Thus Owl is hand-picked for the job, because Owl is seen as good and wise, and Owl traverses much of earth, bringing gratitudes from one and all to heaven's gate where they belong. Feathery dandelion seeds in multitude dance in the wind before grounding, growing up anywhere. Likewise, love, hope and happiness pop up everywhere. Such is the way that veganism, compassion and higher levels of consciousness grow forth. Such is the reason Owl relays to heaven our seriousness. Seemingly hearts of researchers, scientists and animal lovers are touched as animal preservation and freedoms rise. Smart TV shows inspire. Supreme Master TV's Animal World spotlights our intelligence, sensitivity, consciousness, love, humour and humility. Supreme Master TV walks the talk humanely. We salute our Heavenly Mother for her compassionate tears and touching ideas. Thanks to her, we are known as animal friends, thus we and humans higher befriend. From the myriad of animal friends large and small, across continents and oceans blue, Owl has the nod to share our applause with our beloved Creator. For your glorious plan to save the earth and us all, your human and animal comrades large and small, we are grateful, we are excited, we wait for the finish line day when you rest. We salute you, your dedication, your everlasting love. When wind whispers the celestial news, it is done. The dawn that heals, restores and glorifies will be bright as angels dancing in God's love. Thank you for joining us today for a loving tribute to Supreme Master Ching Hai by the animals. Our time together has been a pleasure. Now, please stay tuned for The Power of Vegetarianism is All Over the Planet, Part 3 of 5, on Between Master and Disciples, here on Supreme Master Television. With wishes of everlasting peace and harmony, we say goodbye for now. For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.